Today, we're going to talk about how to layer properly for cold weather. I know a lot of people are trying to get outside and stay outside even though the temps are starting to drop, but there are good and bad ways of dressing for the occasion. By layering, you can undress and redress as needed, creating the best environment for your given circumstances. That way, whether you're hiking or trail running or skiing or strolling or just sitting on a bench, you'll always have the perfect amount on. And the first thing to remember is work from your lightest layers to your heaviest. So for the torso, that might look something like this. Begin with a base layer. Mine is merino wool, but you can also use a synthetic blend. Just remember to stay away from cotton. Next is a mid-weight sweater or a fleece. Then a lightweight synthetic jacket or maybe a vest. And then finally, your heaviest insulated layer, i.e. your winter coat, puffy jacket, or parka. Second thing is always end with a shell jacket. This can be a soft shell or a windbreaker or a rain jacket, but you'll want something that's windproof and preferably waterproof that will cut the sharp cold wind and any freezing rain or snow. Shell layers also do a great job of retaining heat, so whether you're wearing it over a down puffy jacket or over a fleece jacket, it's going to help boost that item's insulation by cutting the wind and help keeping in your own body heat. Now, if you have a winter jacket that already has a shell on it, much like most winter parkas and ski jackets, then you don't have to add another shell on top of that. But if you're like me and your main insulating layer is a down puffy jacket, then adding a shell on top of that will give you the ultimate winter protection. Tip number 3 is don't forget your extremities. Most people will concentrate on the torso when they're layering, but you have to remember your legs, hands, and feet. For my legs, I'll start with a base layer, probably something in merino wool. Then I'll go with a pair of athletic pants or some kind of hiking pants, and then, if I need to, waterproof pants or snow pants. For my feet, I'll start with a thin ankle length or no-show sock to use as a liner, then I'll go for my heavyweight merino hiking socks. If it's super cold out or there's a lot of snow on the ground, I'll go for my insulated snow boots, but if it's not that bad out, my waterproof hiking boots will do just fine. And for my hands, I'll start with a thin liner glove. Yes, this too is merino wool. Then I'll go for my heavy ski gloves or mitts. And the fourth tip is to stack and overlap everything. So when you're pulling your base layer bottoms on, tuck your shirt into them, and so on and so forth as you go along. Also, tuck your base layer bottoms into your socks and pull the sleeves over the cuffs of your gloves. The idea is there should be no gaps where cold air can seep in. The fifth and final tip is to cover your neck. Even if your jacket or your fleece zips all the way up to your chin, cold air will always find a way of getting in. So by covering your neck with a buff or neck gaiter or a scarf, you'll have no issues. Well, I hope these tips have helped give you an idea of how to layer properly for the cold.